Instagram monetization is on the horizon. It's very possible that creators, big and small, will be able to make money directly on the platform. But are you ready, or is your account ready for Instagram monetization? So Instagram have said that YouTube and TikTok are their biggest competitors. Now those two platforms have one thing in common, is that they look after their creators. They understand how important it is to invest in creators so that creators can invest themselves in the content on those platforms. Now contrast that with Instagram, the platform that basically makes us pay to reach our followers. This is going to be a big change for the platform, and I hope it's going to be a positive one. I'm going to talk about three main things in this video. These are going to be the different ways that Instagram are monetizing. The first we're going to talk about is IGTV. If you don't already know, IGTV is kind of Instagram's version of YouTube. It's designed for long form content. There is said to be testing going on where they are adding ads to IGTV, and they're going to create a revenue share system, much like YouTube, where the creator gets about 50%, 55% of the revenues. But for the people who are on here thinking about creating videos for Instagram, there are two things that you might need to know if you haven't created monetized content on a platform before. Now, every time I upload a video to YouTube, I have to do a couple of things. YouTube will check the video and check that it's suitable for ads. I also have to declare whether my content contains, drugs and alcohol, violence, inappropriate language, adult themes, that sort of thing. It'd be quite a divergence of my normal videos if one of my videos contained all those things, but I have to declare those things, and then YouTube goes, okay, great, we can monetize this. So in short, there are guidelines that your video needs to follow in order to be suitable for an advertiser. Now, the thing you need to think about is the content that you're creating going to be in line with those guidelines? We don't know what they are right now, but I would assume they're going to be the same as things like Facebook and YouTube. So if your video does contain a lot of those things and you want to create monetized content, provided that those things aren't essential to your story or removing them wouldn't compromise your content in any way, so it might be worth you weighing them up whether you want to keep those things in your content. I think for most creators this isn't going to be a problem, but the next one is highly likely to be a problem, and this was a problem for me, and this is music. The first video I put up on this channel has about 1.9 million views. For most of those views, that video is actually demonetized because I used music that I hadn't licensed. However, for the past year, I've been using a service called Epidemic. This is like a big music library where you can choose from, thousands and thousands of songs. I think about 35,000 songs. You can use any of them in your video and it won't demonetize you. So for the past year or so, all the music that you hear on my channel is from Epidemic. I've been a paying customer of theirs all the way up until now, when I'm actually doing a collaboration with them. And what this means for you is that if you wanted to try out this music for free, you could use my link that's in the description. You get to try it all out for free. And if you did make videos in that month, you would still be able to use those in the future. So you could be super cheeky and use the link to jump on, do your free month, and make loads and loads of videos in that time and put them all out. But I bet you won't cancel your subscription. It's such a useful platform. It's well worth it. And I have absolutely no problem recommending this to others. And one last thing on IGTV, it's highly likely that there will be a threshold for it. So what I mean by that is, like on YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And it's highly likely that Instagram will have a similar threshold. The fact that you get swipe up at 10,000 means that it's pretty likely that they're going to choose that as their threshold. They may not, but I think they probably will. So my advice to anyone to get to that threshold is, don't make videos to make money. Make videos because you love making videos. The result will be, if you're doing it to make money, it's so much hard work that you will probably stop doing it. Whereas if you learn to love it, or if you just fall in love with making videos, you will be making it anyway. You will end up getting to that threshold, and then you can, you'll be able to earn money from your videos. And the next one I've read about is called affiliate. I don't know if that's a working title. It's not a terribly good name, so it might be a working title. And this actually happens right now. You will have seen it. You've seen a creator put out some content, and at the very top it said, this is a paid partnership with, X brand. So what this means is, for anyone who isn't aware, is that that person has probably left some links for you to click on to make a purchase from that product. And if you purchase the product, they will get, 10% or something like that. This is fine. This works at the moment, but what Instagram are trying to do, as far as I'm aware, is create this system where this all happens in the app. Because it really doesn't work in Instagram's favor if the creators on the platform are being paid by sending them off the platform. If there's one thing that all social media companies hate, it's sending people out of the platform. It's always a bad idea. And as far as I'm aware, there'll also be a system where creators and brands will be able to match up against each other in a much easier way, all happening within the platform. I'm told that this is going to be very similar to Creator Marketplace on TikTok, if that's what it's called. I don't have a huge amount of experience with TikTok, so I'm not going to comment on that, but I wouldn't be surprised if something is working on TikTok and Instagram are going to lift it and apply it to their platform. It wouldn't be a surprise at all to me or you. So how is this system going to be useful? This is going to mean as a creator that you're going to be able to amplify the brands that you believe in, and you're going to be able to earn money doing what you love. So that kind of leads us on to the next point. You know, if there's going to be purchases made and that whole affiliate system is happening in app, that surely means that the shopping has to happen in app. And as far as I'm aware, that is another update that is coming. This is not new really, because you know there was an update to the shopping experience. It actually received quite a lot of negativity. However, you know, I would personally stray away from that. Think of it like this, as we've already said, is this useful or not useful, and move on. I personally think that the shopping change was a good thing, because this is going to be super useful for small businesses, and this gives them a fighting chance against the huge e-commerce giants. If there is a very small amount of steps to purchase a product from a small company who are, you know, it's probably all being made at home, those sorts of things, this could be a really good thing. I'll give you an example. My partner runs a small cookie delivery website called Postbakes. The idea is that you can order your cookies and they will arrive through your letterbox in a little box. So if you're from the UK and you love cookies, you know, I'll leave a link to that in the description. Now this is the kind of small business that could benefit a lot from a change like this to Instagram, because at the moment you have to build an Instagram page and try and get those people onto your website. And as we've already said, Instagram does not want people to go off of Instagram onto their website. However, if that purchase is being made through Instagram, this gives you an opportunity for your revenues to grow with the platform in a way that Instagram wants to happen. So they're probably going to push those kinds of things. And so in principle, it's going to be possible for all creators to make a shop and sell their own products, their own merch, things like that. The one thing I am thinking about though is in my community, the photography community, lots of people sell presets. And I wonder how Instagram will deal with digital downloads. If the whole process is happening inside the app, you don't really want the presets to come down to your phone. You want the presets to end up at an email address so that they can download it onto their computer and install it into Lightroom. So I would be really interested to see how Instagram deals with digital downloads, because for the most part, most creators' products, things like courses, things like presets, they are digital products. So I wonder how they're going to deal with that. So how is this actually going to help small businesses? I think this is going to mean that in order to drive a sale for a small business, they are not going to have to, you know, force an action that the social platform does not want, which is to send them off the platform. They're going to be able to drive you know, a sale through something that the platform does want to happen, which means that the algorithms are probably going to push it more frequently. And from a creator point of view, this means it's going to be much easier for me to promote and push and talk about the brands that I really believe in, brands that I think are good for this world, and it gives them a fighting chance against the big e-commerce brands. So rather than thinking, is this good or bad, and immediately stamping it with the sort of negative influencer kind of thing, let's think of it like this. Is it useful? Is it not useful? If it's for you, do it. If it's not for you, don't do it. Don't think about it. There's no point in wasting energy on things that you don't want to do. And there's particularly no point in wasting energy on thinking bad of something that someone else is doing. Save your energy for creativity. So does this inspire you? Do you think Instagram's going to nail this and become a reliable platform that people can earn a living on, just like YouTube is? And you know, keep your eye on these things, because these are all being tested at the moment. So all of this stuff could change. Some of it might not happen. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are they going to nail it? And if you like the video, make sure you like the video. I'm Johnny Keeley, and if you are one of my subscribers, I will see you in the next video.